Hello guys, welcome to this new video. This is our second video of the Lumion Essential Training from CAD and GIS Center. So in this second video, I'm going to show you how you can export this model from SketchUp to Lumion. So right away I'm using Lumion 10.5 because it's one of the lightest Lumion out there. But if you have a very powerful system, you can use a newer version of Lumion. So without wasting much of your time, let's go and start it. So as you can see in our last video, we were able to explain why it is necessary for you to arrange your drawing properly before you export it to Lumion, in order to like color separation, where you're supposed to apply materials and your landscaping. Because we learned from a previous lesson that Lumion, they're not a modeling software but a rendering software, so they cannot manipulate models. They can only manipulate materials. So since we have applied material to this model, from here, as you can see, we put our lighting point, we separate it with material, we put our wall lights and everything that is necessary for proper material application in Lumion. So without wasting time, let's send this to Lumion. So there are actually two ways of sending your project from SketchUp to Lumion. The first method is we are going to import it manually, while the second method, we are going to be communicating with Lumion from SketchUp. So let me just say, for professionalism, we are going to stick with the recommended method, because I don't think there's any point for us using an archaic method for training, since we are in a modern era. So you see this plugin over here. It's called Lumion Live Sync. It's a plugin that I found in SketchUp Warehouse, or you can search for SketchUp location. You'll find the software here, or you can search it on Google and look for Lumion Live Sync. Once you download it, you install it in SketchUp. You can send your SketchUp from here to Lumion direct. So once your Lumion is open and your model is ready to be rendered, you just come here and hit Start Live Sync. Once you start the Live Sync, it's going to export. As you can see, it's loading the geometry. So once the geometry finish loading and you go to your Lumion, you are going to see your SketchUp there. As you can see. Now, how this works is that it sends both the camera and the material, everything. So as you zoom here, it also zooms in Lumion. So that is the advantage of some of these things. And sometimes once you export your material, at times, let me show you something. Let's say I go to front view, I change my camera to parallel projection, and come here and highlight these objects and bring it down. Sometimes if you import your work from either ArchiCAD or ArchiCAD or Revit or Chief Architect, and you apply maybe like foundation and landscaping in SketchUp, once you export it to Lumion, you find out at times you may find out that it may be syncing. Yeah, that is because in SketchUp the model dropped below the center point. You see this red line here. Yeah, that is the point where your model is supposed to stand. Any design you make is not supposed to drop below this level. So that's why the tree sank in Lumion. So we'll return it back to the way it was. As you can see, this one, you can see it now. It's exactly above that line. So that once you export your work to Lumion, you're not going to have any issue of missing parts. So as you can see, is directly above the line. So we'll now go back to, we'll change it back to perspective. So we'll now go back to Lumion. So as you can see now, your work is now in Lumion. So in Lumion, mostly for new people, navigating in Lumion, a lot of people find it very, very difficult. They don't feel that ease because navigating in Lumion is not like other traditional softwares like Revit, AutoCAD, and SketchUp itself. So they use a game, except if you are used to playing of games, then you know how to move around in Lumion. But whatever be the case, for as long as you are synchronizing it directly from SketchUp to Lumion, you will not have any issue. Because if you want to rotate and you're finding it difficult to use the tools in Lumion, you can just simply do it from SketchUp. So if I pick my rotate tool in SketchUp and I turn it here, it's supposed to turn in Lumion. So that's let me zoom. As you can see, it's upvotes in Lumion there. So that is the advantage of live syncing. Anything you apply to it in SketchUp, it automatically updates in Lumion. So the next thing we are going to do is, let's go back to Lumion. Let's turn to the front. First of all, you have to set your camera. First of all, once you import a model in Lumion, the first thing you have to do is to set your camera. For you to set your camera, you just go to the photo section, just click on it. Once you click on the photo section, you set the camera the way you want it to be. Let's say I want it to be like this. So once you set it like this, let's say like this focal length, about 26 should be enough for this focal length. Then you click on stop camera. And once you click on stop camera, it's going to take the shot of this one, preserve it. Now, once you import the first thing you're supposed to do is supposed to save the work. So in case Lumion crash, you are going to have, for you to save it, you click on this file here. Just click on it, double click on it, click on save as. Once you click on save as, once you ask you to save your work. So let's say we are going to save it under tutorial. So we save it. And once you save your work, you can now go back to build. There is this button here. You click on this button here. And once you click on it now, you can now start working on this building here. So now the first thing, let me show you how to navigate first before we start working. Now once you press the middle mouse button and you move your mouse to the right, the building will be going to the left. If you move it to the left, the building will be going to the right. If you move your mouse up, the building will be going down. That means you are going to see the top. If you bring your mouse down, that means the building will be going up so that you'll be able to see the lower part of the building. Now for you to zoom, you hold your middle mouse button forward. To zoom backward, you hold your middle mouse button backward. Now for you to turn, you click the right mouse button, you hold it down, then you move it to the left. You move it to the left, the building is going to the right. Now once it goes to the right, you press the middle mouse button and move the building to the right, and move the mouse to the right. The building will not be going to the left, so that you'll be able to see the right hand side of the building. Then if the building is not properly positioned, you can click the middle mouse button again, the right hand button, you click it and hold it down, then you can position it properly. Press the middle mouse button again, press it down, then move your mouse forward, then you zoom out, then you press the middle mouse button again, you move your mouse to the left, then once you are in the left, you can click the right hand mouse button, you click and hold it down, then you move your hand to the right, then you press the middle mouse button again, you move your mouse to the left, you click and hold it again, then move it to the left, then you press the middle mouse button, move your mouse downward, then you zoom. So that's how the control works. Please, you have to study this control very well, because it's the most essential part of the Lumion. If you cannot control it very well, you find it difficult for you to be able to place materials and objects on the model. So we will stop for here on this video. In our next video, I'm going to show you how you can now start applying material to the model. Thank you very much and have a nice day.